Welcome to my first FM19 save, and as you can see, I am the new manager of Roma, and the decision for picking this club as my first save for FM19, of course, there are a few different reasons. First off, my first save in FM18 was as AC Milan, and that save really made me fall in love with Italian league and that club once again, and I knew I wanted to go back to Italy, but I didn't want to do two back-to-back saves with the same club. So I started thinking, like, what Italian club is special to my heart right now, except the save I just did. And I started thinking, and one club that really charmed me in real life last year was Roma and their Champions League adventure. And yeah, I was so impressed, and they were so close. Getting knocked out in the semi-final in that crazy aggregated score of 7 goals versus 6. This was just insane, and so many of their players impressed me, the fighting spirit. So yeah, it kind of made me fall a little bit in love with Roma, and hopefully this save will take our love even further. But talking about Roma, we need to start talk quickly about the history. So if we go to the club page here, and we can go to history here, overview, and we can choose club background. And as you can see, the club founded in 1927. So it's an old club. Maybe, just maybe, if this becomes the longest save, maybe we get to celebrate the 100 years anniversary. Wouldn't be impossible. And of course, if you know about football, you know about this club. And talking about titles, they won the Italian league 3 times. They won the Euro Cup, and that's of course the Europa League. It's not the Champions League once. They have never won the Champions League. 9 Italian Cup titles. But the Champions League, as you know, last season in real life, they were so close in that crazy semi-final versus Liverpool. And maybe, just maybe, this could be the save when we finally bring the Champions League title to Roma. And yes, we have 3 league titles, but if you take a look at the league, the past winners, Juve. That sounds like I'm repeating myself a bit. You have to go really far back in time to finally find a Roma league title. The season 2000-2001, so many years ago. And yeah, can we change things around? And the first thing I want to do here is let's take a look what we have to work with. So let's go to a team report, take a look at squad depth, and we want to check out all the positions. And of course, as you know, star rating is not everything in Football Manager. It should be taken with a huge grain of salt, but still it's going to tell us something of our weak points and strong points. And it's kind of surprisingly to me how weak Roma looks, because I mean, this was a team that almost made it to the Champions League final last season, but they start from behind. Nothing special on the goalkeeping side. We have like 1 good left defender, 1 good right defender, and 2 okay good central defenders. So we basically have like 1 player for each position, and we know we're going to have to rotate through a season. We're going to have players that get tired, injured, everything. And defensive midfielders, we have 2 guys that are pretty good, but these are also like kind of the same 2 guys that are pretty good in the central midfield position. We kind of have 3 people here that we can rotate, and I haven't decided any formation yet. For wingers, really crappy on the right side. Look at this. Basically, we can't play with a right winger, can we? And for the left side, we have like 1 okay-ish, and the rest is crap. Going for attacking midfielders, we have 1 pretty good central, we have 1 pretty good left, and none on the right side. And then up on top, we only have Dzeko, that's the big, strong goal-scoring machine. And the question we can ask, like, okay, we need to strengthen the team. How can we do that? Well, let's take a look at our finances. So we have a transfer budget left about 25 million. And for 25 million, we probably can't buy 5-star players, can we? Yeah, this is a tricky situation. Not going to be face roll, not at all. We'll just have to wait and see what we can come up with. Maybe we'll sell somebody. We have quite a few older players. Maybe we can do I'm thinking like 1 big signing and then a few youngsters that can maybe break through in the future. But enough talking. Let's jump all through the preseason And here we are. The preseason is officially over and it's time for the first game of the season. And look how we start the season. Can you get a possible harder start than this? We are starting versus Juve. This is going to be such a difficult start, and I'm fearing that most likely I wouldn't be surprised if we are going to start this series off with a loss. I mean, never give up, never surrender. Of course, we're going to try to take 3 points here. And a few things that happened is the board gave me the following club philosophies, and they want me to sign young players for the first team, and they want me to develop players using the club's youth system. So the board has set like some really clear guidelines here. They want me to focus on youth players and don't sign world stars. Another thing that happened was when we reached August, it popped up a message saying Roma is now required to make monthly payments of 1.6 million euros for previously arranged loans. And the total value of the loans taken out, the amount of 244 million euros. So we have a lot of debt. And this actually, with all this debt, it actually made me a bit worried, because in FM18 I did a save in Italy. I wasn't the manager of Roma, but something terrible happened to Roma. For I think it was for the second season, they got in some big financial troubles, and they actually was like more or less forced to sell all the best players for like bargain deals, and they ended up after 1 or 2 seasons getting demoted to the second division. And I started thinking, could this be the reason? Could all these debt be the reason for all that financial struggle Roma had in FM18? So this actually made me really worried and really careful. I really started to play it safe. I felt like we can't have that happen to us here. We can't be forced to sell all our best players. So I actually been very, very conservative with the money during the preseason. And yeah, let's take a look at the transfer window. And as I said, I've been very conservative. First, a little bit of a mistake happened to me. It definitely shows that I haven't played Football Manager for a few months, because this happened. They signed Manolas for 38 mil, and he was worth like 52 mil or something like that. But I made the mistake. He had a minimum release clause that I missed. So they actually just offered the minimum release clause, even though it was worth, I think, 52 mil. They got him for 38, and I couldn't do anything about it. Our best defender. So yeah, that's a big mistake by me. To replace him, I was considering spending a lot of money. I was checking a lot of things out, scouting a gazillion players. But in the end, I ended up bringing in a free transfer. And kind of because of my new conservative policy with the money, and I'm a little bit worried about the debt. So I have had a lot of players on trial during the summer. Some fancy old names like Nasri and Berbatov and so on. But the one I finally ended up to sign as a kind of a replacement for Manolas is Robert Hutt. And he is pretty good for a free transfer if you look at the defensive stats, with 17 in heading, 15 in marking, 17 in tackling, 18 in bravery, 17 in strength. I mean, he is, considering his age, it's 34, so of course his stats are declining, but for a free transfer, and look at this, we are basically paying him nothing, 3.4k per week, and he accepted to be like a backup player. So we got him for free, we pay him nothing, he's a backup status, so you don't gonna mind sitting on the bench. And his stats are pretty good considering his age. And of course, he has so much experience from the Premiership. Look at this. All these seasons in the Premiership with Chelsea, with Middlesbrough, with Stoke, with Leicester. Very experienced player. And he's probably going to be a rotation player for us. Other than that, we did one major thing, and that was a loan. And it's Divock Origi from Liverpool has joined us on a loan. And he's going to be another rotation player for us. Currently, I mean, the good thing with him is he can play in so many different positions. His strongest role is as a striker, but he can play on the right side, the left side, in the middle. He can even go down as a normal left to right midfielder. So it brings a lot of diversity into the team. And yeah, probably most of the games he's going to be a bench player, but he's going to be a good one. It gives us some more squad depth. All the other guys that we brought in has been youngsters, and probably the most notable name here, as I said, I've spent like 16 hours in the preseason. I've been scouting like a madman, but that's Tonali from Brescia. He looks sensational. He looks fantastic, but I don't have room for him right now in my first team, so I actually decided to set it up that we loaned him back ASAP to Brescia, so he's not joining us until next season. He's just basically going to be playing all the games for them this season, and I hope that's going to be good news for his development. One last thing, the tactics. So when you start a new save, obviously you need to come up with a tactic. And I was very, very uncertain what would be the best route for this team. So what I actually did, something I don't believe I've ever done in Football Manager before in any previous versions. I started Googling, and not Googling for tactics. It wasn't I put in like Football Manager super tactic. I started Googling for Roma and actually took a look at what tactics they were using in real life this season. And I went through, I think, like 10 or 15 of their latest games to check what tactics, like what player are playing what position and what formation are they using. What I found out was in the beginning, they were mostly using a 4-3-3 formation. But then for the last few games, or like at the later games, it looked like they more and more had gone through, switched it around to a 4-2-3-1. So I've actually brought in both the 4-2-3-1 formation and the 4-3-3 formation in tactics. Just try to copy the way they kind of have been playing in real life. And I'm still, if you've watched my previous series, you know that usually when I start a new series, I spend like the first 1-2 seasons just experimenting with the tactics. And clearly, since it's been a huge overhaul with tactics in FM19, with all the new in possession, in transition, out of possession, and so on, I'm going to be spending a crazy amount of time doing just that. But for now, I actually have picked the default settings. I haven't changed anything around, and that will definitely change in the future. But I feel like I need to try the team more to actually get to know them, to start to understand what I want to change. Because right now, for example, we are playing with a slower tempo, retaining possession. I'm not sure if that's the best way for Roma. It might be, but maybe we want to speed things up. Maybe we want to pressure the opponent harder, try to win back the ball. Maybe we want to speed things up. But during our preseason, basically all games we've been playing except one has been against much weaker teams. We had the Tottenham game, but that's just one game away versus Tottenham. All other games are against teams that we know from the beginning that like these are teams we should be beating. So it was really hard to actually learn much from those games. Expect the tactic to change, maybe not the formation, maybe the formation, but all of these instructions probably going to change. And yeah, that's basically it. This is the way we're going to start the game, and we are not using our strongest players in every position. As you know, we still have the preseason just ending. There are fitness problems, but for example, Giallorossi, he just had, I believe, 2 injuries during the preseason. Luckily for me, both of them were short, but he is missing a bit of match fitness, and so are a few other guys. So it's not going to be our strongest team, but it's going to be a team. And yeah, game on. Could you imagine? I had no idea when I boated up this save that we were going to start against Juve, the hardest possible opponent you can get in this game if you play in Italy. So this will be a huge challenge, and we are trying to come out here with a kind of attacking formation, as you know, because I mean, I feel like we have nothing to lose and everything to win here, but this could end up being very embarrassing. What do you want to see? Can we talk something about maybe something like that? No, they didn't care at all. Maybe some individual talks. I just say that I believe in them, perhaps. Maybe. They don't care much, but I guess it's a little bit better than what it was from the beginning. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. The first real game of this new series, the first real game in Football Manager 19. This is going to be brilliant. Even if we lose this one, I'm so hyped, I'm so happy. I've been missing Football Manager because, you know, oh, look at this. Could be a pretty good chance here. ASAP from the kickoff. But yeah, of course, yeah, I'm so like I'm a little child at Christmas right now. So excited, so very excited. Clock is ticking quickly. Not much going on here after that first chance. And I still haven't taken time actually to set up also what information I want between the game. But here is Juve's Bonucci. Come on, guys. Maybe we can win this one back. Put some pressure on them. As long as it's near their box, could do something here. Maybe. Doesn't look like it. It's Kalini. Masukic. Come on, guys. This is going in the wrong direction. I don't like it. Oh my god, look at the bad defense. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And oh my god, that was a very, very weak finisher from Ronaldo. Almost embarrassing. All the way back to our goalkeeper. How could I be this nervous for like the first game of the season? This Under breaks through and decent try. Yeah, pretty far off the post, but at least it wasn't as bad as Ronaldo's first try. But here is Juve. Like very little happened in the beginning of the half, but now the chances are just piling up. It's highlight after highlight after highlight, and it is Juve, and that could be very bad news for us. Come on, guys, intercept it. We can turn it around, pretty please. Maybe. But Dzeko is kind of lonely, but he finds Karlstrup on the right flank. Can he get into the box again? Oh, it's goal! It's a goal! It's an own goal! It's an own goal! Rugani puts it through his own net. Oh my god, this is the dream start. This is the dream start. Dzeko for Karlstrup. Karlstrup into the box. We have a lot of players into the box, so could have become really dangerous. But Rugani finds the ball just in front of Dzeko, and yeah, that is brilliant. Look at this, I missed it, but Dybala's picked up an injury also. That's bad news for Juve, but hopefully it's good news for us. Marcano with a free kick. Kolarov, back to Marcano. Kolarov. Guys, you need to show yourself. Kolarov or Kluivert. Kluivert into the box. Will he finish himself? He will, but it's just outside the post. Oh my god, what a start. And it's a corner for Juve. Long one, clear by defense, but Costa picks it up. It's gonna come back quickly. Come on, guys. Focus, focus, focus. Yannick. Come on, guys. Beautiful intercepted by Pastore. Pastore actually has been brilliant during the preseason. It's been fantastic. Scoring like 1 or 2 goals every game he started. It's Karlstrup another time into the box and Dzeko! It's Dzeko! And it's 2 goals! 2 goals up! 2 goals up! Oh my god! What is happening here? What a sensation! This is crazy. Karlstrup with another assist, but this time he actually finds Dzeko, and Dzeko makes no mistakes. We're 2 goals up, and it's just before halftime. It's going to be very, very rough for the Juve players going into the dressing room, just having conceded one ASAP before the halftime whistle. And oh my god, I didn't expect this at all. This is sensational. What do we even tell the lads now during halftime? Look at this. It's been so close. 9 shots to 9. But we managed to target 4 times. They only twice. 7-7 in fouls. They picked up a yellow card. Pretty close in possession. Like everything here is so close. But in the goal scoring department, we are on top. We definitely are. With a little bit help of an own goal. And then the captain for this evening, Dzeko, actually managed to smash it in. But what do you want to say now? I want to say something positive, but I still want them to focus. Maybe something like that. Could put some pressure on a few of them. I think I should go assertive to really show that I mean it. And most of them liked it. Olsen in the goal looks stressed. It's not great to have a stressed goalkeeper, but seems to be the right thing to say to all of them. I'm actually going to talk especially to Pastore, because Pastore, as I said, he's been... Can I have an individual talk to you? Like you could. How do you... Oh, do I need to actually click him? Yes, I do. That's annoying. But I want to tell him, because he's been fantastic during preseason, and it's clearly not fantastic right now. So I want to tell him that I believe in him. And he looks happy at least, hopefully, because he's only have a 6.5 rating. One of our worst players and the weakest player in the first half. So hopefully that little talk can give him that extra belief that he steps up and start performing at preseason levels. And another thing I didn't mention, we were talking about some transfers. Actually, the transfer window is closing today. So during this game, the transfer window is open. But oh no, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And of course, he missed a chance in the first half, but it's not missing again. Damn it. I mean, it's the one player you don't want to give chances like that is, of course, Ronaldo. But yeah, the transfer window is closing today, and I'm having no plans to do anything. But actually, it popped up. Oh no, it's something else. No, intercepted. Oh, come on, guys! This is Ronaldo's going to get another chance. Whew, that was nerve-wracking. But El Shaarawy actually popped up just before the game that Arsenal was interested in him. So I don't plan to sell him, but I mean, if they give me an offer that's too good to refuse, you never know what's going to happen. But I think it's time for some subs here. Juve has already used all the 3 subs. Emre Can, they're having his Juve debut, and of course Ronaldo, we already know he's had a sensational debut. But we have a lot of talented players. First off, we need to take a look at who's having a really bad day at work, because there are a few of them. And that's Pastore and Kluivert. So I think, and also Under. These guys, especially Under and Pastore, has been sensational during the preseason. But right now, they have been kind of garbage. I think we should go like this. His best role is actually as a striker. Maybe actually I should undo that one. And I'm going to go with Divock Origi instead. He's also not great in this position. But I feel like I believe him. I'm going to use him as a shadow striker. And then I'm going to go with Under. Like that. And I'm going to change. Maybe this could work. And I'm going to save the last sub for a little bit longer to see what happens. Like that. Because, I mean, those injuries, you never know. Clock is ticking away though. And here is Kolarov in the corner. Clear by new defense, but Kluivert picks it up back to Kolarov. Can we bring it into the box again? Oh my god, Jesus, I think he hit the top bar. What's that say about the goalkeeper? I think he hit the top bar actually. So 10 minutes ago, I'm considering to changing around for a little bit more defense-minded formation. But at the same time, we kind of want to keep it like this. I think we should go with Cristianta. Let's bring in some experience on the pitch here. Rossi coming back from an injury. He would have started this game if he was at full match fitness, but he wasn't. So we're going to focus a little bit more on defensive for the last 10 minutes. And as I said, normally I would probably do a lot of changes here, maybe change mentality and things like that to more defense-minded, but I'm still learning FM19. I don't want to change too much for a new... Actually, how it works. Probably going to do a lot of experiment. Oh my god, come on guys, turn it around. Oh, that's a full-time whistle. It's beautiful. It's sensational. We actually started the save by beating the reigning champions, the beast, the huge team in Italy, Juve. This is sensational. Look at how close it was for the statistics. 14-14 on shots, 63 on target, 13-12 in fouls, 1 yellow card each, and actually at the end we come up a little bit ahead on possession. But I think this is a brilliant way to end the first episode. So we're off to a great start here, better than I expected, and I don't ask for this often, but I would be so grateful if you guys would help this episode off with this new series off by pressing the like button, and if you feel to share it on social media and everything. I just want to send this off with a great start because it was a fantastic game, and I'm looking forward to see you all in the next episode.